The nutmeg. Whether you're playing with an official 130-pound World Cup match ball, a tennis ball, or a scrunched up pair of socks, roll it through your opponent's legs and you'll feel your heart skip a beat. The nutmeg has the magical ability to instantly send you into a state of childlike ecstasy. The thrill it provides is universal in its pure cheekiness. But being on the receiving end of one, it doesn't bear thinking about. It's the kind of thing that makes you wake up bolt upright in the middle of the night with sweat dripping down your forehead. But just why are nutmegs so humiliating?
If you get nutmegged, it almost feels like you've been violated.
I feel like you get a little shiver over you.
And then it happens, but you still kind of don't believe it. You're like, wait, what?
Just gonna go home or something, innit?
To the bank.
Everybody's screaming.
On a fundamental level, they're emasculating, plain and simple. Any semblance of pride, dignity and honour you might have had before being nutmegged flies out the window as soon as the ball goes between your legs.
They're giving you the ball and yet you weren't quick enough to just like close your feet or trap the ball under your feet.
It was the absolute worst thing that could happen to me. It was almost like death.
All skill moves are by definition inherently showy acts, but the nutmeg is the only one where the focus is as much on the victim as it is the perpetrator. Tragedy and comedy are inextricably linked together, and for whatever psychological reason, the pain and mistakes of others more often than not tend to make us laugh.
It's all part of the game. You have to give and you have to receive to learn.
People are getting so creative nowadays and I think you have to get creative with it.
It's humiliating because it's kind of the greatest achievement you can do with the ball against an opponent.
You get a buzz from doing it and you just want more and more and more. One is never enough.
You feel it in your toes and it's like it works its way all the way through your body and it's like an inner celebration.
Nutmegs have become like such a big part of football culture that a whole game was created around it.
Pana football has really exploded where everybody's doing it.
Pana is like the international word for nutmeg.
It is 1v1.
It's normally a 3-minute game.
They usually play inside a cage with a goal on each side.
The most goals wins, come the end of the 3 minutes, or
First to nutmeg the opponent wins the game.
It's hard, it's strong, it's fast.
It is its own like little culture.
To see there being Pana tournaments in London, to see there being workshops for it, yeah man, it's exciting.
We compared to boxing. And you're throwing some punches and you're getting your opponent, real good. You're giving him some uppercuts and you're giving him a blue eye here and there. So you're getting a lot of points. But suddenly he just gets that lucky punch, that lucky dodge, and that lucky punch. Boom, you're knocked out. Game over. No matter how well you did throughout the other rounds, you're knocked out, you're lost. It's the same thing with Pana. We go for that magic moment and that's where it all ends.
I see it much as like playing snooker. You're kind of thinking like 3-4 steps ahead.
I'm always watching for their movements, like how they react to certain skills.
And I'm like, okay, well when I do this, he lunges in. Or when I make it look like I've done a mistake, he lunges in.
It's all a mind game.
You need to make some moves in order for your opponent to open your legs. Don't be afraid to get a Pana. Always go for the ball, always try and take the ball. If you get a Pana, it doesn't matter. You're gonna learn something new. You're gonna learn a new way of defending the ball. You're gonna understand what mistake you made and it's gonna make you a better player.
For instance, on a street field, you kind of just want to show off as much as you can. It's kind of, that's where you kind of learn all these skills and you don't have to really focus on the team. It's more individual.
It's all about like showing like your character and your style.
If you are going to get nutmegged, look, it is embarrassing, but ultimately you just have to embrace it.